Hey babes, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Sue Ellen. I'm a CPA, I'm a money and manifestation coach, and I help you transform your relationship with money so you can create wealth and have it actually feel good. This is part 2 of a 2-part series where I'm taking you through the 5 intimacy strengtheners, the things that are building your relationship with money and creating intimacy with your relationship with money. If you didn't catch part 1 of this series, I took you through the 5 intimacy killers, the things that are downright killing your relationship with money. I shared that these 2 episodes have really been inspired by my own dating life here in Barcelona. I am single, I am on the journey of dating, and I've been noticing, because I know in doing this work that our relationship with money very much mirrors how we show up in relationships with partners and other relationship dynamics. So I'm like hyper aware now, and I'm looking at these guys that I'm dating and kind of noticing the behaviors and the way that they show up and how I end up reacting to those behaviors. And I always think this back to like money, of like, wow, if I were showing up in that way with money, money is doing the same thing with me. It's been really fun and fascinating to look at it in this way. So the 5 things today are the things that are actually in my dating life when guys show up in this way have been like pulling me in, have been more magnetic, have made them more attractive to me, have made me want more, have made me want to like lean in, to actually be closer to them, to be in relationship with them. And so I want to take you through these because I want you to show up in the same way in your relationship with money, because money is going to react and respond in the same way that I am with these guys in dating. All right, let's dive in. Number 1, trust. I mean, I think this is a given. You can't have any healthy relationship. I don't care if it's with a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if it's with a friend, a family member, if there's not trust. Like, you can't actually deepen the intimacy of that relationship if there's no trust, right? It's the same way with our relationship with money. Do you actually trust money to flow back into your life? Do you trust yourself to be able to create and generate more money that's going to flow back in your life? Do you trust, and this is a big part of my work, that there is actually this higher power, that there is this bigger energetic force at play? Whether you call it God, universe, creator, source, maybe it's just energy that you believe in, but there is something going on greater in this universe. Do you trust that they are actually co-creating with you and will continue to provide for you in your life, to continue to provide money to flow into your life? Trust is a huge component of our relationship with money. If we don't trust money to show up for us and we don't trust ourselves to show up for money, that's killing our relationship. So if you want to strengthen your relationship with money, how can you be more trusting of money? How can you circulate money, spend money, let go of that? In part 1, we talked about the controlling aspect, that hypervigilance. How can you learn to let go of that? Actually trust that by me circulating this money, I trust that it's always flowing back to me. Number 2 is appreciation, gratitude. Okay, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're constantly doing for you, constantly giving to you, constantly showing up for you, but you never say thank you. You never say, I appreciate you. I love that you did that for me. Thank you so much. Do you think that that is going to encourage that person to continue to show up for you, to continue to provide for you, to continue to do things for you? No. Same way with money. Same way when money flows in. Are you constantly telling money that it's never enough? Are you constantly looking at money as it being scarce, or it's not showing up in the way that you wish that it would show up for you, to be more than what it's actually providing for you right now? Are you able to be grateful, to show appreciation for every single dollar that flows into your bank account? For every single client that has booked a session with you, that is working with you, can you show immense gratitude? Even if you have a program and only one person showed up, can you be grateful for that person? Can you be grateful for the free coffee that somebody buys you and see that as abundance, as money flowing into your life? The more gratitude I feel, the more appreciation I experience, the more love and opportunity flows into my life. It's my favorite affirmation of all time, and it speaks to this so much, is we need to learn to show up with gratitude and appreciation, that is going to strengthen, that is going to build our relationship with money. Okay, number 3 was a big one for me, receiving and support. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they're always giving to you, they're always offering to help you, to step in and take care of you and wanting to provide for you, offering support to you, are you able to receive that support, to receive the help and say thank you? Not wanting to do everything all on your own. A big part of our relationship with money is being open to receiving more of it. And it sounds so counterintuitive because we all have this desire, most of us, is to have more money, right? To generate more money, to generate more wealth for our family, for being able to support people in our lives, whatever the case is. Like, most people want more money. And we think that, like, duh, of course I want more money. I'm open to receive more money, but energetically we aren't, because we are blocking ourselves from receiving more money, from receiving support, because we think that we need to do it all on our own. We have this like energetic block where we think that, no, I got it. I don't need help. I don't need support, because the universe may be sending you support through a way, again, that doesn't look like just a deposit in your bank account. It's where you have to lean on somebody else within your community or your family or your friend or your partner or whoever, and you are rejecting that support. And so to strengthen our relationship with money, we have to be open, willing, and ready to receive support. We have to be open and willing to ask for help when we need it. And we also have to be open and willing to invest in that support and not be fearful of investing in that support, and knowing that the way that money works is an energetic flow. It is constantly moving. And the more that I'm investing, the more that I'm circulating, the more it is flowing back to me. Number 4 is quality time. So for any intimacy and any relationship to build and to deepen, you have to spend quality time with that person, right? You have to have quality one-on-one time with your partner if you want to deepen the intimacy in that relationship. Same way with money, guys. This is kind of the counter to avoiding your numbers and avoiding your money that we talked about in part 1. You have to have a relationship with your money. You have to have quality time with your money. This is our money dates. This is where we sit down. We make it special. We have a date with ourselves. We are actually in relationship with money, and we are getting in touch with our money, where it's going, how it's being spent, how it's coming in. Like, we need to have a relationship with our money. We need to have quality time with our money that is consistent, that is continuing to deepen the intimacy, to continue to deepen our relationship with money. And then number 5 is confidence. And I was thinking about this one from a recent dating experience that I had. And the person that I was dating was very confident showing up in the relationship, confident in what he had to offer, who he was, how he could show up in the relationship, what he was able to provide for me in the relationship, not scared of voicing his opinions or disagreeing with me. Like, there was just like this sense of confidence to him. And I found that very attractive. When somebody's showing up as like insecure and they don't know who they are and they're like questioning everything, that's like not a magnetic, attractive energy. But this had me thinking, like, wow, how many of us are showing up confident in our relationship with money? And some of this comes from not just having the skills or the awareness around actually how to manage your money. And so there's like a knowledge gap there. But a way to strengthen our relationship with money is showing up confidently in that relationship. Confidently that you understand how money works. You understand that you can generate more money. You understand that money is always flowing to you, and you're confident that money is going to show up for you just as you show up for it. Because this is a two-way dynamic, right? And so it's like when we are showing up in our relationship with money, we are showing up for it, we are committed to it, and we are confident in that relationship. That is only strengthening that intimacy with our relationship with money. And so part of this may be a knowledge gap, and maybe you do need to invest some time in actually learning about money, listening to some podcasts about money, investing in some books or some readings of building wealth, and actually closing that knowledge gap to actually help build your confidence around money. But there's also the confidence piece of knowing that you trust yourself and you trust the universe and you trust money to show up for you, because you know that money is just energy. And so when we can show up in our relationship with money as confident, We're not constantly wondering. We're not constantly comparing. We're not constantly like, oh my gosh, is money going to show up for me? Am I going to have enough money? Am I going to lose all of my money? Like, we can confidently say, no, I know that even if I have an income dip in my business, I am confident that money is flowing back to me. I am confident that I can find another client. I'm confident that I can generate more money. That strengthens our relationship with money. That is how you build a healthy relationship with money. So we have trust, we have gratitude and appreciation, we have being open and willing to receive money and support, we have quality time, and then we have confidence. These are the 5 intimacy strengtheners, intimacy builders. And I just want to be clear. This is helping you create a secure, healthy relationship with money. This doesn't mean that you have a perfect relationship, right? It just means that you have a secure relationship. Because if you think about even with your relationship with partners, shit still comes up, right? There's still going to be a disagreement. There's still going to be something that you guys get into a little tiff about. Something is still going to trigger you guys. One of you guys is going to go through something. Stuff happens in relationships. But when you have the solid core foundation, where you have healthy attachment, you have secure attachment within that relationship, your relationship dynamic allows you to work through these inevitable things that are going to come up. It's not like whenever there's a disagreement that you feel like your entire relationship is going to implode. And that's the same thing with money. When you have an income dip in your business that's unexpected, you receive an unexpected bill. Whenever something surprising happens in your business, it's not like you feel like everything is going to implode, that you're losing all your money. You don't go spiraling. You don't go trying to launch something else. It's how you can approach the problem or whatever comes up in the situation from a secure place to where you feel confident, you feel grounded. You're not making a decision from this heightened emotion, this fight or flight space. You don't have to lay up at night at 2 a.m. freaking out. You don't have to feel anxious, overwhelmed, fearful, scarce. Like when you have a secure relationship with money, you know you got that shit. You know you're going to figure it out. You understand how money works. You understand how the flow of money works. You understand that you and God, universe, are the source of money. You are the creator of money. You can generate more money. You have trust with money because you know that money is just responding to you and your relationship to it. So this is the work that I do with my clients. I help you build and strengthen your relationship with money to when these inevitable things come up within your relationship, that we can work through those to where you can show up as your best wealthy CEO self from a grounded, regulated state, knowing that you got this shit. You're in control. There's nothing to spiral about, that this world is abundant. There's opportunities everywhere, and help you show up like that wealthy CEO that you are. So if you're interested in exploring this work together, I have one-on-one transformational money coaching spots open right now. I'll drop the link below in the show notes so you can apply if you feel like this work would support you. I'd love to hear which of these 5 intimacy strengtheners you want to focus on this week in your own business, your own life. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of the future content that I have planned for you. I hope you have an amazing week ahead until I catch you in the next episode next Friday. I will see you all there. Talk to you later. Bye.